We are back with our Not So Berry, and it's just about time to wrap things up on our Grey Generation. So, as you can see, Jim is here giving Ashlyn a bit of mentoring in hopes of finishing up the rest of her singing skill. That is the last thing that we need to complete in order to finish Grey Generation. Every other step has been done. I could finish it off on Sunday when they have karaoke night, but I really kind of want to wrap things up with her and move on to experiencing life with Barney. Barney is about ready to move on to university. With the early graduation, he should be able to do that. And I've done it in the past, and I'm not sure if I cheated to do that or if it was just part of the gameplay. But speaking of Barney, I wanted to kind of introduce someone to you. Her name is Judy. She is his girlfriend, or right now they're best friends. They haven't really made it official, but they're definitely romantically involved. They have a crush on each other. It's really cute. It's very sweet. Very much. I mean, they have been friends since they were kids, and so it's kind of just been slowly developing. He is supposed to kind of maintain a friendship and eventual romance with a childhood friend. So he does have several friends that would have worked, but honestly, he and Judy just kind of really hit it off from the start. We have also welcomed Gucci to the family. We did lose another pet, and it wasn't long after that Jim happened to spot a very interesting stray wandering around and welcomed him into their home. Gucci is definitely an interesting looking character and has a bit of a what one could probably only describe as a smoker's meow. Um, it's a bit harsh, and yeah, but I love him. I love Gucci. He's great. He's part of the family now, or she is part of the family now. Yeah. And as for Hadley, she aged up, and she did keep her hot-headed trait, but also decided with a, bit of randomizing, that she is going to be cringe. So you'll find that her outfits and such are a bit cringeworthy. And she's also decided that she needs to prove that the occults are real. She's kind of taken a huge interest in occults. She's seen some things and she's like, something's a little weird around here. I mean, I don't think it's exactly well known. It's not like Ashlyn goes around telling everyone that her brothers are half alien. So, I think that realization is a little closer to home than she realizes. And Kay is also aged up. She's pretty adorable. I need to have her change her outfit so you can kind of get a better look at what she looks like. But she has been off at daycare and kind of picking up a few little, skills while she's away. But overall, everyone's just kind of been living life, building skills. Barney did manage to max out and complete his other aspirations, or the other level of his aspiration, and is currently now in retail. He quit the club and joined retail. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to bother with finishing or getting him to level 3 here, although there is a pretty solid chance he could, which would give him the goal-oriented thing here, and that does come with a bonus which might be helpful. So I'm hopeful but not too stressed about him getting this completed before we remove him from school and send him off to university. I have actually never seen this um, interaction before. The ask to fetch a gift from the netherworld. I don't honestly usually interact with ghosts all that much, so I think because of her being cringe and interested in the things that she is, I think it's going to fit for her to do that. I don't know if he actually managed to get anything, but at least we've got that option. Let's see. I also kind of think that that would kind of serve as proof that the occults are real, but what do I know? Okay. Oh, there we go. We did get a gift. Okay, we're gonna open that, and then we're gonna go ahead and do something nice for you, give you a treat, and he brought us back an unidentified fruit object. Strange space fruit. Wait, can we plant this out here? No, don't eat it. Plant it. I was hoping I could plant it in the planters that I put up here. Because I feel like with her being like witchy and interested in the occults, and it literally she does have a witchy aura, that it would be fun if she was whoops. If she was also into, a bit of gardening, growing herbs and that sort of thing. I just thought it'd be fun. And it's Scaroween now, so, a perfect day for her to start doing something like that. Um, okay, and she acquired the gardening skill. There we go. I mean, she's feeling a bit gross because she did just fall into a puddle, and I have a feeling she's going to fall in it again when I have her come up here and take a nice cold shower. I think we need to figure out a way to deal with her anger, though. She's definitely struggling. They're all kind of struggling, to be fair. Um, there's been a lot of loss in their lives recently, and it's understandable that they're struggling. And now you're sick too from worsening acne. Oh my goodness. Are you actually getting ill from acne? I don't know that I ever knew that that was a possibility. We'll have you apply some facial cleanser and or just kind of use your mom and dad's bathroom because your sister's in the other one. And maybe just take a nice, calming milk and honey type bath. I've heard oatmeal is really good for your skin. I don't think he's having fun. And Jim lost his celebrity level. It has been a while since he actually published anything. I think I have a spare song in there. Or we did at one point. We have to wait a week. I did manage to get 2 of his songs. I'm also kind of confused by this because he's supposed to write 4 songs. He's written 3 so far, and they're not counting. Oh, why are these guys not at school? Oh, everyone's sick. Well, you're gonna go anyway. Don't send your sick kids to school, but we're going to today. So, all right, Barney passed the test. I mean, of course he did. He's able to actually graduate early. I think we're gonna send you off to daycare. I should be able to enroll you in preschool, and I seem to have lost that option. I don't know if something's not working well there. And you're not going to work. What is going on with everyone today? Nobody wants to do what they're supposed to be. All right, it looks like everyone's getting sick, so I'm gonna have her order some medicine for everyone. And then hopefully, because her needs are otherwise really good, surprisingly, I'm going to have her just sing and sing and sing because I really want her to finish this. I really would like to get Barney off to university. Oh, lucky whatever he had was taken care of with just a bit of medicine. Just in time for Judy to come over. She is super cute, I think. I think they're really cute together. I think he's just gonna do a bit of flirtation with her, kind of rebuild the little romance a bit. Maybe not follow her into the bathroom, hopefully. And yeah, just kind of I want to get the romance up enough that she can or that he can ask her to officially become his girlfriend. I would like to get that like sealed in stone a bit before he takes off to university. Whoops. I guess she wasn't cool with that. How about you just take it easy, compliment her appearance? Oh geez. He is failing miserably. Probably because he's feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment. Maybe he'll tell her a little inside joke. Try to fish for some compliments. He is a little self-centered. sing a bit about Scaroween. The whole family likes to sing. The thing with the karaoke and all. Um, let's see. Well, she seemed to find that funny. How about you are my favorite? Joke about old times. Just a few positive interactions to rebuild the friendship he's just kind of messing up because he's feeling awkward. Oh, he's supposed to be at work. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Why is nobody going to do what they're supposed to do lately? It's kind of getting a little frustrating. At least she's still singing. Where are we at? Oh, we're so close. Okay, all of Ashlyn's efforts are coalescing into a mastery perk, Powerful Performer. If Ashlyn continues, she will be a confident performer, building relationships with spectators and melting away their negative emotions. Sure, you can. Well, she's apparently not melting away her own negative emotions. Barney, what are you feeling? Oh, from the mood swing and everything? Yeah, this isn't gonna go well at work. We're trying to get you a promotion. Why don't you work hard? You're probably gonna hate that under the current conditions, but I'm really hoping we can get you to level 3 so I can send you off to university. Yeah, as predicted, today was not the day he gets his promotion. Oh, look at that. They're doing homework together. For someone who's hot-headed, she's actually kind of a cool big sister. All right, we're at 98%. We're almost there. Royalties are coming in, plus what we earned from running. There we go. Maxed out the skill, and that is officially the end of the Gray generation. All right, we're having Barney leave school early, and I'm going to have him grab a seat here and go ahead and graduate early. Are you sure? Graduating early will mean Barney will no longer be a student. They will be able to get a head start in an early career, but will not get to attend the graduation ceremony. That's okay. I mean, honestly, the graduation ceremony is kind of lame. And with that, we can go ahead and apply to university. The intention here is to go to Foxbury. They have the distinguished degree in biology. He is to be a doctor to start with, so that would make sense. It's actually looking like Barney might pull off that promotion before he quits his job for university. There we go. Aspiration completed. He was promoted to customer support, so that finished off his aspiration, which does give him a pretty nifty bonus. We get the high flyer. It gives them potential to be more successful, especially in business. That combined with some of the other things that he has accumulated over time, definitely really helping him to build his skills quickly and hopefully get those promotions quickly. We're just going to wait for him to get his approval for university. I have very little doubt that he will be approved, and we're going to move him into university and kind of wrap things up at that point. All right, so now he has maxed out his programming skill while making, or kind of doing a side job in programming. He had already maxed out his video gaming skill. Handiness he kind of picked up on his own. He kind of just keeps going around repairing things and messing around with things, but Generation Plum has to achieve level 9 in 6 different skills. I don't think we're going to struggle with that at all. He is definitely doing just fine. Lindsay and Zane had another baby, Nyla. I really didn't think those two would last, and yet they just keep going. As he waits for his acceptance to come in, he decided to invite over Judy on a bit of a date. Something simple, very classic, old-fashioned date. None of the new stuff. This wouldn't exactly be what I would consider sitting together, but, whatever works for you, I guess. I think it's a good time for us to just talk a bit about things, have a little deep conversation, let her know, he is going away to university, but he would very much like to keep their friendship, their romance. He's very interested in maintaining what they have. No, we're not going to ask her to just be friends. We're going to do a little bit of flirtating. Flirtating? It's a new word. Um, we are going to just let her know, that we really think she's great. And okay, share a little neighborhood brawl excitement. Why not? Let's see. We could tell a good joke about Martians. We're going to ignore the fact that basically his uncles are both make fun of noobs. I don't know if that's actually going to count as a joke. Oh well, it is raising our comedy skills, so maybe she'll find it funny. All right, and here's where the deep conversations are going to come in a bit. I just now realized that she's already a young adult. I didn't realize she was a little bit older than him. Well, the upside to that, though, is perhaps she could go to university with him. All right, we're going to go ahead and give it another check here on our application status and see if we have gotten in. There we go. We are heading off to Foxbury. He's going to go for a distinguished degree in biology because he intends to become a doctor. We're going to go with a full course load. He's the type, I think, to really focus on being in school and doing his thing. Oddly enough, I don't have an option for the dorms. I'm assuming that's because he's a teen, but I am going to move him into the university housing. His parents can more than afford it, and I think that's just kind of the way we're going to go. And I think we're going to go ahead and move him out. I am going to give him a bit of money to get started. Not too much, but a significant amount, I think. And we're going to move him on out. Well, there we are. We are finally here at university. I want to go ahead and pick a room right away, get an idea of where we're going to be at. It looks like there's a couple of rooms down here, and there are some rooms upstairs. I feel like Barney's parents are well off enough that he would very likely be ending up with an individual room. We might end up stealing a bed from someone unless I can find one that's... Okay, it looks like everybody's kind of already claimed a bed. So we're going to actually claim this one for ourselves. And I kind of like the idea of him having this room right down here in the middle of everything. I prefer as much as possible to play on a single floor. So if we don't have to play upstairs too much, that's going to work out better for me. But we're going to go ahead and have him take that room, and then probably we'll get to know his roommates over time. In between episodes, I'm going to kind of switch over to Judy, kind of find out a bit more about who she is. Apparently she is cringe and sassy and a foodie, and see if a degree here at Foxbury would suit her and move her in alongside, as a bit of a roommate, so that there's an opportunity for them to continue to work on this relationship here. If her general traits and everything, I think we know everything about her, but if there's nothing that really works at Foxbury, I might just kind of skip that part, but I'll keep you posted on the blog. Make sure to check that out, and if you don't want to read the blog, I will catch you back up on the next episode. I can't believe it, but we are actually officially starting Plum Generation. It felt like forever, to be honest. The Great Generation really kind of dragged on a bit for me, and I'm not sure why. But hopefully Plum Generation will be a little bit more exciting. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and keep on being perfectly you.